So I'm sitting here with Montague Simmons. He's the chairperson of Organization for Black Struggle. That's a local St. Louis organization that, as you can tell by the name, works on issues that disproportionately affect black people. And so I thought we'd talk to Montague about some of the things they're working on. And I'm especially interested in the Reggie Clemons case, which is an African-American male who is in prison. He's on death row. And from all the evidence that I've looked at and seen, he's been found guilty of something that he shouldn't have been found guilty of. And there's some things that have happened recently that look like maybe we might be able to get him off death row. So could you tell us a little bit about what happened?
Right. Basically, in 1992, two sisters, Julie and Robin Carey, and the circumstances around their death or disappearance is in question.
Right.
The Chain of Rocks Bridge side, we believe that they actually ended up off the bridge in the water. That same night, they were out there with their cousin, Thomas Cummins, who was not from the area. He was visiting. That same evening, Reggie, along with three other men, three of the four were black, one was white, were on the scene as well. They ran into them on the bridge, but according to Reggie, they did meet, they talked, they left. Later up that evening, the sisters ended up in the water. At this point, one of the bodies was recovered. During questioning, their cousin, and he actually admitted that he made a pass at one of his cousins. She fell in the water. Her sister went in afterwards and continued questioning. His story began to change. At some point, he mentioned the fact that he'd seen those four men on the bridge. And in the investigation, they located a flashlight, which put those four people on the bridge. And next thing you know, the police took all attention off of Thomas Cummins, put it on those four men. The white individual, who happened to be the youngest, was forced into turning evidence against the other three.
How old was the youngest?
The youngest, I believe, Thomas at the time was 15.
Yeah.
Let's see. Thomas was 15. Reggie was second oldest. Marlon was actually the oldest. And the cousin, Antonio, I want to say he may be 15 or 16 at the time. Antonio was actually commuted to life because he was a minor when he was sentenced. And Marlon was actually executed in 2006. But Reggie's case at this point, because of the community support and the effort that's gone in behind it, has actually, we've been able to basically fight it off. He had a date set last summer, and that was put off because the Supreme Court of the state of Missouri looked at the case and there was enough viable questions that they appointed a special master. So at this point, the special master will actually go out and pull in evidence that was excluded after the first trial. Reggie's defense was poor, to say the least. After a certain point, they stopped objecting to different points in the trial, which meant that there was evidence that could not be brought back in. It wasn't preserved. So this special master has the ability to pull in evidence that they weren't able to consider in his appeals. So we're hoping for the best.
That's great. There was a press conference yesterday I attended, and I saw that Amnesty International has released a report specifically on the Reggie Clemons case.
That's right.
So that's a huge boon for this case. I also saw where the NAACP, I guess they passed a resolution, but they have passed resolutions against the death penalty in the past.
Right.
But they passed one specifically, it looks like, on Reggie Clemons maybe last year.
That's right.
And so there are different, hopefully anyway, there are chapters across the country doing petitions to try to get Reggie clemency.
That's right.
And I used to live in St. Louis back in, I guess I moved here in 96 or 97.
Okay.
And I believe even back then, you all were working on this case.
Yeah.
And I think you might have had petitions then. I'm not sure if there was a petition.
I don't think the petitions had started that early. Jamal has been a part of the case since the very beginning.
Right.
She met very, very early on. And there was a groundswell of community support.
Right.
Again, unfortunately, in Marlon's case, it wasn't as successful.
Right.
But here we're still going to fight. We're going to fight all the way.
Well, I know when I came back in 2005 to be executive director of Veterans for Peace, you all were doing the petition. And here we are 5 years later. and people are still petitioning. So this is one of the struggles. A lot of times I'm asked as an African American person, a black person, why more black people aren't involved in the peace movement. And first of all, I want to say black people are involved in the peace movement, but they're involved in a different way. They're struggling for peace in their own communities. So that's a huge part of being in the peace movement. But why don't they come out to the peace rallies and all the activities all the time? Well, it's because they had to work on issues for 19 years or so that's happening in their communities. And I just wanted to make sure people understood. Here is a case that looks like, hopefully we pray, that will be positive in its ending. But this has been an ongoing struggle for a long time. So Reggie, how old is he now? Reggie,
71, actually I think it's 39.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been in since he was 19. He just graduated.
Been in prison for 20 years. So, we'll hopefully, and there'll be links so that you can see more about this.